Hi, this is Tracy from Stampin' Away with Tracy, and I want to show you this simple thank you card. I needed a thanks card that I didn't want it to be too foo-foo or too feminine. So this is kind of what I saw in the catalog, and I changed it up just a little bit, but I do like it. So let's get started. The first piece you need is crumb cake. Now, the only colors that we're going to be using in this card is crumb cake and balmy blue. The only two colors. For our base, it's going to be 4 1/4 by 11 inches and scored at 5 1/2. Then the first layer is going to be in crumb cake, and you're going to emboss it with Tasteful Textiles. This is what I used. I really like this folder. It's not too much. It just gives some subtle interest to your cards. You can find this in the annual catalog. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add some color. So get out your blending brush and just put just a little bit of color on. You don't have to put a ton. I just thought this gave it some little more depth and a little more texture, added a little more texture to the embossing folder. I definitely did not do it all over, just in a few places. But I did think when the card is done, it does add some interest and some depth. Okay, that's all you need to do for there. Now, the next thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and adhere this to our cardstock here, our base. I like to use the multi-purpose liquid glue. It gives me a little bit of wiggle room to get the piece of paper cardstock exactly where I want it. So that's why I really like that. And we're going to center that just like this. Now I'm going to move that away. We're going to do some stamping. We're going to use this large image, and we're using it from the Amazing Silhouettes. This is out of the mini catalog. And if you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like a catalog, click the link below and I'll be happy to mail you one. And the bundle comes with these dies and their words. You are amazing and thanks. And it outlines it. Just like this, like the white. And then I put the blue on top. Isn't that cute? That die set? Very cute. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to stamp our image up, and we're using balmy blue. And we're going to stamp it on basic white. And the size of the basic white is 2 1/2 inches by 5 1/4. So we're going to put that here. We've already inked up our image. Okay, that's done. And then that do a pretty image. It's a nice big image. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and layer this on our card. I use multi-purpose liquid. Like I said before, it kind of gives me some wiggle room, and it's a really good adhesive. So that works for me. So I placed it right in the middle. Now, you can place it onto the sides if that's what you like best. Okay, see how quickly this card's coming together? Now, I cut out the thanks. I cut the wider thanks in the basic white and the smaller thanks in balmy blue. And let me show you how I put this together. I just used a little tiny bit of glue. You can actually hold this with your finger. Once you get it out, you can kind of smear it with the tip of the glue. Like that. That's how I do it. And I'm just adding just a little bit, because really with the multi-purpose, that's all you need is just a little bit. Whoops. So get it on there. And you can just kind of get it on the larger, wider parts. And I just put it on like this. Really easily. Then get your thanks. And you just want to line it up from one end, and then it really goes on smoothly. if you just lay it down like that. See how smoothly that went on? That was perfect. Start on one end, either the T or the S, just lay it down and it goes on really smoothly. Okay. So the next thing is, let's get out our multi-purpose, put a little bit on the back. And it's really wide, so it's easy to do. And we're almost done. This truly is a 5-minute card. And if you're like me and you work all day, you really want to accomplish something when you go home. Put that down, let that adhere down. Now I didn't put that perfectly straight because I thought it was a little interesting like that. Now, let's get out your brushed brass butterflies. These are in the mini catalog. So, if you ever are looking for something in the mini catalog or any of the catalogs, go to the back and get it. Look at it there. It has it in catalog in a glance, and I love that. There you go. Look how easily you created this sweet card. And don't forget, we're having some sales until the last day of March 2022. The mini stamp cut emboss machine is 20% off. It's on sale for $48, and we have 13 bundles on sale also. So you can click the link below. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Hop over to my Facebook page and join me every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live video. Thanks and have a great evening.